Most of the world's greatest wonders were built stone by stone, rising from the earth. But the Kailasa Temple at Ellora defies every law of traditional architecture. It wasn't built, it was unbuilt. In an act of reverse engineering that seems impossible even by modern standards, ancient builders started at the very peak of a basalt mountain and carved downward. If a single master craftsman had made one wrong strike with a hammer, the entire three-story cathedral would have been ruined forever. There was no undo button in 8th century India, only a 100-foot plunge into the unknown.
To create this monolithic masterpiece, historians estimate that over 400,000 tons of solid volcanic rock had to be removed. In any other ancient construction site, we find massive mounds of debris and rubble nearby. But at Ellora, the mountain is gone, and the debris has completely vanished. Where did nearly 500,000 tons of basalt go? There are no roads leading away from the site that could have handled such a gargantuan transport, and no nearby cities built from the waste. It is as if the rock didn't just move, it evaporated into history.
The timeline of Kailasa is a mathematical nightmare for modern engineers. Inscriptions suggest the main structure was completed in just 18 years. To achieve this, workers would have had to remove over 60 tons of rock every single day, working 24 hours a day without a second's pause for nearly 2 decades. This isn't just fast, it's physically impossible for human hands using only chisels and hammers. It forces us to ask, were we really using primitive tools, or is there a lost chapter of high technology that we've simply forgotten?
Look closely at the 100-foot-tall victory pillars and the life-sized elephant standing in the courtyard. They aren't statues placed there by a crane. They are part of the mountain itself. Every pillar, every staircase, and every ornate ceiling is a single, unbroken piece of rock connected to the floor and the walls. There are no joints, no cement, and no mortar. This is monolithic continuity, a level of 3D spatial planning that requires the mind of a god and the precision of a laser, executed over 1,200 years ago.
Beneath the spiritual beauty of the carvings lies a functional engineering marvel that still works today. The ancient architects designed a smart city drainage and ventilation system hidden within the rock. Secret tunnels and precisely angled stone pipes ensure that even during the heaviest monsoons, the temple remains dry and ventilated. They didn't just care about the aesthetic of the gods, they understood the physics of water and airflow, creating a self-sustaining monument that has survived the elements for over a millennium.
The deepest chambers of Kailasa are covered in microcarvings so intricate they look like they were 3D printed. But here is the mystery. These rooms are in total pitch-black darkness, located deep within the mountain's core. Usually, we find soot on the ceilings from the torches used by ancient artists, but at Kailasa, the ceilings are clean. How did they carve these microscopic details in the dark? Some suggest a complex system of mirrors, while others believe the ancients possessed a light source we have yet to rediscover.
Even without a modern magnetic compass, the entire Kailasa complex is perfectly oriented to the cardinal points. Its north-south axis is so precise that it rivals the alignment of the Great Pyramids of Giza. This wasn't a lucky guess. The builders had a profound understanding of astronomy and the Earth's rotation, carving the temple to act as a cosmic bridge between the terrestrial and the divine. It stands not just as a temple, but as a giant stone instrument tuned to the stars.